Hello, this is Sibyl Harmony, psychic medium and healer, and I'm burning some Palo Santo here, so you might see some smoke. This is a South American herb that's sustainably farmed to clear energy. So yay, clearing energy here. Yes, I'm that weird lady, that psychic lady that lives down the street. It's funny, in front of my house I have this sign that says, Sibyl Harmony, Angels and Avatars. And when I go to my grandchildren's school down the street or the store, they're like, "Oh, it's Sybil. Yes, it's me, the mystic. I'm that weird lady." Okay, so Palo Santo, wonderful way to clear the energy and puts a protective shield. Not that you need that, but it's like super nice energy. So I like it. Okay. So this is a week that's about to get busy. We have a full moon coming up on either Friday or Saturday. And so it's going to get super busy. So if you've noticed, if you have had these times where if you're a healer and you're helping a lot of people, you will have had times where your body this month just is like, no, your your emotions need care. Right? Remember last week, if you saw my video, I was like really sweating, and that was the energy that was coming out. So I had a really nice clearing for myself by taking some time alone. And when you do that, you can get a better connection. And wow, there's smoke and there's things moving around here. I can see them. I don't know. Oh, like ashes. Okay. I was going to say that's a spirit energy or something. Okay. So taking that time to go inside and to pay attention to your emotions. So there's like a new level of self-care, especially if you're very empathic and sensitive. You're doing a lot for others, counselors, healers, teachers, people who are helping their family a lot. You care about people's feelings. So it's a time when you won't be able to continue if you don't take those times for yourself and go inside, and when you come out trusting your guidance, trusting your inner guidance here, trust your inner guidance, paying attention, tuning into that, and trusting that things will work out better after you rest and take care of yourself. You don't need to be there every minute of the day for every little thing. People will live, and you will actually be stronger and clearer and better for it by taking care of yourself, because there's a lot of energy clearing on a very deep level that needs to happen for you to move forward. So if you are sensitive, you may have been feeling that. Now the energy will shift for everyone. This will become a more busy week. So what they're showing me is that we had this big slowdown, and then it starts to go up again this week, and then it's going to go down again next week. So next week would be a time to plan a rest day or some, a healing, or just take it. Time for you to meditate, to pray, to tune in to your dreams, your guidance. Okay, so it's also a time of grief. People are feeling a lot of grief. You may not be aware, but we're more emotional because of all the things that are going on now on planet Earth, all the people that are having difficulties. If you are sensitive and empathic like I am, you'll be feeling that. And so honoring your emotions and the grief that's coming out, or deep layers of energies that are coming out for you. Um, so another thing that's happening now is I receive downloads and dreams and meditations to share with you. And what they were sharing with me is something on a similar, a deeper level about what I'm talking about, is that I was out on a ship and the ship was drifting, and the male who was supposed to be guiding the ship, we all have a male and a female side, and we need both. So we were just in a time of going in deep in the feminine, of just letting the ship drift upon the sea, letting ourselves feel our emotions and going more in a more feminine energy. And now it's time to wake up the captain, your male side, which is the side that gets things done. It isn't about forcing things to happen, but it is about knowing that you're surrounded, like the picture behind me, in water. This is conducting a spirit, that things are flowing, that it's good to be in the flow, and just gently wake up your captain, the male side now. Hey, hun, it's it wake up, where are we? So that he can lead you, your male side can lead you to the next right thing. So male energy is more action orientated. It can be more practical, where feminine energy can be more psychic and just flowy and what. So we're still in the water. We're still in that going with the flow, not forcing it. Okay? So that's what they're sharing with me. And trust that your projects, your dreams are coming true. You don't have to make them happen. That it's more like being in the process. You are in the process of change and things happening. If you are not, then pay attention, maybe asking, what is my process? What is it that I need to be working on now? Not that we need to be, but if you want to evolve spiritually, there's always something. We're here to learn and grow, learn about love and love ourselves here on the planet Earth, loving others and loving ourselves. And this is a very special deck that I am bringing out here. This was actually given to me by my mother, and I don't know, by Rob Scoton. I don't know that they make them anymore. I got them back in the 80s, and my mother was alcoholic, and we didn't have a very good relationship. But it's funny, similar to my sister who made this beautiful wall hanging behind me that I'm using, who I've had a very tumultuous, not a good relationship with, although I tried. So it's funny how dark teachers can bring us gifts. So there's always something good in whatever we experience. We can take and get the gifts from whatever relationships. Not that you should stay in bad relationships, but they wanted me to share this with you, is other ways of looking at things and relationship, and how sometimes it's hardest to be the dark teacher, the narcissist. And I'm going to do a video on narcissism. That the narcissist and the person who is not kind and loving, not empathic, or doesn't know how to be, or is not awake, and how we can love them anyway and receive gifts that help others. Okay? So the card that I pulled here is, wow, beautiful. I'll show you the picture on this card here. It's the earth and red leaves. Kind of reminds me of grief. So as we come into autumn, it is a time where grief coming up, of healing the lungs, the skin, and the large intestine. So large intestine is about letting go, and the grief is usually held in the lungs. So, okay. Offering, it says. I'll read you the card I pulled for everyone. Every day, our lives, we take from Mother Earth the energy for life. We forget an ancient tradition of the sacred giveaway, Take a moment to sit in silence and count the magnificent things you have in this life, even if only the wonders of being given life. Reflection on the great Mother Earth. Ask yourself, what have I given back to her lately to heal her? Then thank her of the higher vision of life balanced on this earth, and realize that the greatest gift you can give to earth and your fellow humans is your own enlightenment. In this way, you tear away the veils of ignorance and present magnificence of your being to everyone who experiences you. Everyone around you is uplifted and inspired. This is the offering. Wow, beautiful. So I like to, is that, how's it meant to, I'm not sure which way is upright. So we have the earth and the leaves here. So, and we have like a prayer tie, like a piece of cloth tied around the tree. Excuse me. So that's a way that you can make an offering, is to say a prayer in a piece of cloth and tie it to a tree, small, and so you don't, it doesn't blow off and cause litter. Also, nature spirits like offerings of things that are shiny or sweet. Be careful that you don't put them where pets or small children can find them and be, injured. But so making offerings is a way, or sending love to the earth, sending love to the other people on the earth. Offerings. That's so beautiful. Okay. And when you go through the full moon this weekend, it might be a good time to do an offering and also releasing something that you want to let go of. It's a very psychic and mystical time. And also be careful of overindulging this week, overdoing, or even being too emotional. I'm not really too emotional, but maybe with other people, because other people may not be even aware that they're extra sensitive or being more emotional. And so it's a good time, yes, we'll be busy, but it's also a good time to go inside with that. Okay, so let's see what other cards are coming up for everybody. I have a few other decks here. Okay, so they're saying to play music. There you go. So healing frequencies, music, sound healing is a wonderful way to heal yourself and bring healing to your home, your nervous system, and when you play calming or even classical music, you can help children to study. Sometimes teenagers and kids need more erratic or bouncy music so they can separate from you, which is weird. And then we go, oh God, that sounds like noise. I used to listen to that stuff. But so healing music, music from the angels. And you could also be getting messages in music. So paying attention if something you feel like a chill, or you get, I hear messages of music actually in my head, and they help me with guidance for people. So that's really cool. But you may hear lyrics that remind you, that give you another way of looking at things. And I always listen. I personally don't like to listen to lower vibration music, because you can actually channel some crappy stuff if you're listening to like negative lyrics too. I remember when I was growing up, my mother didn't know any better, so she used to drink and then put sad music on and cry. And it was probably a way for her to release her grief, but maybe not the best idea to do that like all the time with no plan of healing or help. So we're also still in a time where physical things will help us. Yes, sound healing helps. But actual, I brought out my massage table in my practice, so I'm doing more physical, because sometimes the body needs physical healing, detox, massage, exercise, stretching, yoga. I do yoga every day. So taking care of yourself in a very physical way. It's funny how one card will just lead to a whole train of thought. And let's get another card for you. Okay, so they're talking about grounding. That's another physical thing. Being outside and grounding on the earth. Every day I try to spend at least an hour on the earth with my bare feet on the earth. If you can, or lean on a tree if it's too cold to take your shoes off where you are. I think most in places in the West are still warm. And so this is a way of connecting with that Mother Earth energy from the first card. This is a very healing, practical, physical energy. And it heals your body, keeps you in the present moment where everything happens. This is also a time of power. So if you want to be in your power, it's important to ground, like right through the bottom of your tailbone and through your feet, to have awareness and ground into the earth, being present, being in your power. Okay. And this deck wanted to come out, so I'll pull one from here for you. Okay. Oh, one, I have a jumper. Okay. Oh, children. All right. So my dog chewed the top of this card off one day. So children and pets needing special attention. When things feel like, we become aware that things are not very certain. But that we can find new ways of doing things. And like, I'm adding a room on my house. I didn't know. I'm like, my house is too big. I want more land around me. So I'm thinking smaller house, more land. And instead, then the rental unit's too small. So instead, I'm adding a room on the rental unit and taking it out of the house, which solves both problems. I don't have to deal with that space, and they can have it. So isn't it the end goal of where I'm going? At the end goal, I'll probably move. But since that's not opened up to me at this moment, because I am following divine guidance, instead of trying to force it to happen, I'm moving in a good direction. And so that may give you an idea about what's going on in your life, of how you can use different ideas, different ways of looking things, ideas, information, things will open up. Oh, let's do that. That works. And you know it works because it feels right. It isn't getting us to the end goal, but it's the next thing. You see? So that's the kind of energy that's happening. Oh, okay. Children, they want me to talk more about children. Okay, so children need extra grounding and healing and prayers and off the sugar, video games. So I can't imagine being a child now in this world that just feels kind of chaotic and a lot of things going on. Now, of course, it's always had a lot of things going on here. Maybe we just didn't know about it. But even so, more now in this country and a lot of countries where there's political things going on, such a division, hatred, and the children, the babies at the border. This is just heartbreaking and will cause lasting damage for Earth. And I'm going to talk about that in a video. I'm going to do another video. But sending our prayers and voting out any possibility that this is going to continue. It needs to stop. The children of the world are all our children. And because of the law of reincarnation, we could come back at any race and we're all going to be children again. So what we do to one, if we do things in the name of, well, oh, the economy's good, really, we sold our soul. That's not what Jesus would do. We sold our soul to, and then the economy, because it won't, it's not going to work anyway. So that's another video. But children, they want me to bring up the children because it's so heartbreaking. Families and children. God. Okay. Another card, friends. Connecting with your friends. Your friends will help you. Friendship, community. Maybe your family is not really the best, healthiest persons for you to be around. Usually one healer, maybe one or two kind of older souls will come into a family, but most of the family may still be like newer souls or unevolved or not awoken or just narcissistic or abusive or crazy. And so really friends, also your angels, your guides are your friends. But connecting with community and friends and people who can support you is extremely important. And also being there for your friends in ways that are healthy with boundaries if you're sensitive and empathic like me. Okay, and let's see if there's one more card coming through for you for this week. Study. Oh, well, a lot of people are going back to school. Okay. And also it is, oh, this is what I told my grandson. No one can take away your education. It's the most important thing. So we didn't used to, but now in America we have free K through high school. And they're trying to make it free college. Oh, that's outrageous. Who can we pay for that? Well, because it's the most important thing for our future of our world that people be educated. And no one can take away from you your education. Now, it may not be important for you if you're not, some people are not meant to get academically have degrees, but you are learning. So who you are as a soul, who you are, what you value, your integrity, your knowledge of life and who you are, your experience, what you experience in life is real. You know it. And that's what you can give to others. And that's why this card came in. Not only through academic education, which is very important to many people, but also developing everything that you are going through. Like that song, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Everything that you are going through, you are learning. And you can use that to help others. And you are becoming strong and whole. There is a bright light inside of you. No matter what anyone does, can never be taken away. That is your God spark, your light, and it's there. Sometimes we need to call it back in. Sometimes parts of it leave when we're scared or abused or hurt or we act out. So everyone does that. But that is what a healing is, to know thyself. Learn thyself. That is why you are here, to learn and grow and heal, to love yourself, to love others, to know thyself. Very good. All right. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please, if you'd like a personal reading, contact me at sibylharmony.com, SIBYL harmony.com. I'm happy to help you. May you be healed, because in truth, you already are. Sending you so much love and healing.